stream is starting. The Captain Coder at the helm. Bean water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. Captain Coder here on this beautiful Saturday. So wonderful to see all you wonderful people here. Smap, congratulations on your first, my friend. It's great to have you here with us on this beautiful Saturday. Hope everything's going well for you out there in the UK. CodeMuck, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for popping in. DB9, the dreamer. Some people say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. DB9, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Renegade, welcome to the stream. I just opened it perfectly timed. Boom, got it. How you been, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, where you happen to be. Mars9T, welcome into the stream. Fodai, it's wonderful to see you, my friend. Oryx, are you finished with your exams? I know you were doing your exams. Are you on summer vacation? Are you doing a summer vacation? What are you up to this summer, Oryx? Or maybe you don't live in I think you're in the United States. How things turn out? How do you feel about them? Van the Dev, welcome in. Or is it the Van Dev? It's the Van Dev, but so I gotta ask, the Van Dev, are you developing a van, or are you a van that develops? I gotta know. I'm super curious. Welcome in, Sijian. It's always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Thank you so much once again. I've gotten so much use out of that intro. I gotta get that this summer. Coming to a stream near you. Renegade Ruckus, thank you so much for the follow. Renegade Ruckus, I'd like to welcome you to the stream now. Renegade Ruckus, thank you for following me. Renegade Ruckus, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Welcome in. Doing great. Thanks. You look mighty chipper. Any day I can wake up and code is a beautiful day. And today is a beautiful day because you want to know why? Because you're here, my friend. It's great to have you with us. Finsivity, how you been? I hope you're doing well on this beautiful day, folks. We're going to be diving back into Blender. We're working on our Learn You a Game Jam entry. Folks, if you're not familiar with Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam, maybe, just possibly, potentially, you should hop in. There are still 11 days left in Captain Coder's Learn Your Game Jam. You can learn something new, and by learning something new, you can win big. Robotech, welcome back to the stream. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. We're having a great time with our game jam here, but why take my word for it? Let's listen to this guy talk about it. Let's listen to this guy tell us all about it. Hello, and welcome to Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam, where you are encouraged to learn something new. In this game jam, you don't win by creating the best game possible. You win by learning as much as possible. In addition to submitting your game to this jam, you're encouraged to submit a devlog, blog, or vlog detailing what you learned along with the resources that you used so others can also learn that skill. If you do this, you're entered into our raffle to win $50. 5 unique people will be drawn and each will win $50. Additionally, myself and 2 guest judges will review all of the submissions to determine the top 5 most educational submissions. 2 grand prize winners will receive $250 each, one for the best written blog and one for the most educational video or podcast. Additionally, 3 runners-up will win $100 each just for learning something new. So join the Discord, check us out on Twitch, and learn something new. I can't wait to see what you make. We'll see you there. Folks, so if you want to learn something new, maybe you're new to game dev, maybe you're new to art, maybe you just want to have some fun, join Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. You won't be disappointed. It's going to be a good old time. We've been having a lot of fun with it the last couple days. There's still 11 days left, plenty of time to learn something new. I personally have been trying to learn a little bit about Blender. I'm my experience has it's been rough. It's been rough. But I'm learning. I'm forcing myself to do it. I'm having a good time with it. We got a little bit of 3D modeling. We've developed a little bit of 3D modeling skills. Corfless, welcome back. Robotech, I hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. It's so wonderful to have all you beautiful people here. Renegade Ruckus, once again, thank you so much for the follow. Mars9T, it's great to have you here on this beautiful morning. I hope you are doing well. Let's take a look at, we're gonna do some more 3D practice. I think I know what I want to do for my Game Jam entry, or I have an idea. So the game is called, the theme is only one inventory slot. Only one inventory slot. I'm thinking, so I was watching my intro today. I think I will follow the Captain Path of Blender, or I will torture myself to do it. I think I want to, and so as soon as I start doing anything 3D, I feel like my ability to implement anything is so small, so little. I have a couple ideas. A character can only carry one thing. It is like interesting. There's a lot of games that do this. A lot of classic games that do this. Kirby, I think, is an excellent example of only one inventory slot. You eat an enemy, you get that one power, you have to swap that power, you have to get rid of it to get another one. The original Castlevania game, you only can have one item. Any game where you can only have one weapon, one item is the way to do it. Good time zone, Sailboat Stoat, great to see you, my friend. I hope you've been well. But we've been learning a little bit about Blender here. I'm thinking I might make a game where the character is a cup. Beegs with the hat. Let's get a hat on this head. Thank you so much for the hat redeem. Ooh, Corpless with the bonus, with the second hat and a pat. Second hat and a pat. This hat's too tight. Hang on, this hat's not a good bottom hat. Let's get this one on the bottom. Hat 1. Oh yeah, that's a good bottom hat. Hat 2, there it is. Beegs, how's your game coming along? Are you making progress? And I feel like I've made no progress. I hate it when the hat is at a bad, look, it's when you get the bad bottom hat. Those bad bottom hats. I'm thinking I might make a, so we were learning about rigging a little bit yesterday. I kind of figured it out. But we had, we ended up making this yesterday, so got all right with it. Moon is welcome back to the stream. Great to hear you. I'm dreading rigging. It was rough, but I think we got it. Is this the one that can pose? Hang on, does this one have the armature? Yeah. Oh, maybe not. This one might not have it. I have like a million of these now. It's a bags. It's a Beegs. Yeah. So we had 3D rigged. I got this one working. Don't save. All right. So no. Oh no, did I not save it? Oh no, this one 3D rigs. All right. So we did get this one, so we could rig and pose. Can I not click on you? Let me click on you. What is wrong with this? Hang on. Let's go back to object mode. So some things I might work on today. Pose. There it is. All right. So I did get it so we could move arms around. We could move legs around. Why can't I grab these things? Hang on. Edit mode. Switch back to, or object mode. Then we got to switch. So I did get this kind of working. And then someone was like, you should learn about inverse kinematics. And then everything I knew stopped. Everything I knew no longer worked. So we did manage to get a little bit there. Why can't I do this? Is rotate? There we go. So I could do some stuff. Royal C-Dub, welcome into the stream. Great to see you. Bruce Malt, welcome back. M125, great to see you. Finally got to start my project for the jam. All right, so I was able to do this. We rigged the way to victory. It's rough. Finish Midsummer Sheep. This is hilarious. My friend is asking from Sheeps who's gonna booze in Midsummer Sheep's answering me. What am I looking at here, Proton? What am I looking at here? Oh, let's take a look at this. Hang on, let me open this up one sec. Give me a second. I'll open this up in another tab here. Wrong button. Let's get this open just to verify real quick. I'm just following good practices. Got them sheep. Finished a Godot course and started today with my first character, Mont Diable. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Yeah, so I'm having some fun. Unity is suffering. What are we? I don't. What is this, Proton? Thank you so much for sharing. No sound. Oh, let me. 1 sec. I can turn the sound on locally. Hang on. I have. This is why I struggle to watch videos on my stream. It's for. Here we go. Bah! Got the sheep here. Had to reboot M125. It happens. It happens. Thank you for sharing, Proton. What is this? Is this you? Is this your friend? What's going on in this video? But yeah, we were doing is asking from sheeps, who's gonna booze in midsummer? The sheep said, me. That's hilarious. Welcome into the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, so I am trying to learn myself a little bit about Blender here. Trying to do rigging. I think what I want to do for my game, so the theme is, the secret theme is, welcome to Lurk Mode, Royal CW, only one inventory slot. I am thinking, so I've gone back and forth. I think I want to make a game that is kind of about where you're one of the Captain Coder mugs. You know, on the intro screen. I think I want to make a game where you play as one of the mugs, and so you have one inventory slot. It's your container. You are the container. You are the inventory slot. You can store things inside of yourself. So you have one inventory slot, and you put things in it, and you have to bring them places. So I think that is what I'm going to go for, because in my mind is going, okay, I think I can 3D model a mug. I think I can add in, I think I can 3D model some legs on the mug. So I'm going to put some legs on my mug, arms on the mug as well. So that's what I'm going to try and get done today is, can I 3D model a mug and get in hopefully a little bit of, that's nifty, items or liquids too. Renegade, we're going to start with items because liquid, I don't even know how to do liquid type stuff. And can you combine stuff into that one container to make new stuff? That's a really cool idea, GT as well. Maybe it's like oh, that's a brilliant idea. Imagine putting out fires with it. I see similar thing. My first thought was exactly, how about you are an inventory slot to give it a unique spin? Yeah, so I had that thought today when I was watching my intro this morning. I was looking at it going like, oh, that would be neat. And I was trying to think, what can I make? And so now in the game, I can make, well, anyway, there are two things I want to model. One thing really is the mug. So I think we're going to start off with the mug. We're not going to save this. I need to actually create a project for myself so that I can actually start making my game, right? So I haven't created a GitHub repository. I've been really struggling to decide what I wanted to do. Quads are your friends. Yeah, that's what I understand. Quads are our friends. We're going to go ahead and create a Learn You a Game Jam. Learn You a Game Jam 2024. Okay, I'm gonna create a Unity just in case I need it. I might do this in Godot. I'm not sure. Make sure you model the circle at the bottom of the mug correctly. I'm gonna do it as a cylinder. I think we're gonna try. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a cylindrical mug, not sharp triangles going to one point here. Let's get this repository here so I have a place to save as I'm working, and then I'm gonna see if I can make it. I have an idea of how I want it to work. But I think I'm gonna make it a cylinder with a handle and then feet and arms coming out of the side. So the handle's gonna be on the back, you have arms on the side and then feet on the bottom. And then the front will have a face. That's where we'll put the face. Alternatively, hang on real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Mont Diablo, I'll show you in just a second. I'll be back. Give me 45 seconds. Give me 45 seconds. I'll be right back. How does GitHub work? Nobody knows. Only the nose knows. All right. So I had to go into the other room because I wanted to grab this because this is the official Captain Coder bean water holder. And this is what I want a 3D model. I want a 3D model, a mug like this. So it's going to be a cylinder. There's going to be a face on it. And then I'm going to put the Captain Coder logo on the other side. And it's just going to be a big advertisement for the Captain Coder mugs. How do you save your stuff? Only to GitHub or some cloud or local USB? I'll show you how I use GitHub. I'll show you how to use GitHub. And then, so we have the hard part in my mind is going to be modeling this, putting feet and arms on it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to actually put the face here or on the side. I'm not sure. Natural Flavors, welcome back. It's great to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a beautiful day. 38, 37, 36. What are we counting down to? What are we counting down to? Oh, you were counting down how long it was taking me? What a handsome mug. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you can't. So we have the Captain Coder official bean water holder. Congratulations on your number 12 M125. But that's my goal. So I've created a GitHub repository. I'm going to go ahead and clone this now. Create a new folder for it. File. 1 second. Looks good. I made my own mug as well. Very cool. Great idea. Also include, thank you, Beats. Thank you, Beats. Hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. Always trying to get me to say crazy things. You're trying to get me in trouble. Git clone. So we're going to clone this repository. So the main idea with GitHub is that you have learn you a Game Jam 2024. You have what's called version control. Version control. So anyone who hasn't used GitHub before, here's sort of like the high level overview. We have what's called version control, and you can go back in time to previous versions of your work. You can go back in time to previous versions of your work. Version control. So for example, the real nightmare. All right, in my README file here, I might say hello like this. And we can say, okay, well, what is the history of this? It says, well, if I go back in time, the green line says, hang on. Oh, I got to actually do a commit. That's interesting. Let's go to my version control page, README, and it says, the green stuff is brand new. You just added this. APOC, thank you so much for the hat. Let's get another hat on this stack. Boom. Boom, we done did it. We done did it. Green is the stuff we just added. Let's say I modify and changes to learn you a game jam with spaces 2024. Now, if I click over here, it shows me the difference. It's saying, oh, the red line is what used to be, green line is new stuff. We can do what's called a commit, where we say, okay, I want to actually save these changes. It shows us the changes. Now we say, okay, I actually want to save these. And I'll do a chore, update, readme file. And this can be anything you want. I want to had to remake my main project from scratch after 8 months of work. Now I back up my project. Yeah, so back up my backups. So we're going to go ahead and push this to GitHub. You don't have to push it to GitHub, but the main idea here is you're tracking your changes as you go. So you'll see here now on GitHub, it says I have made a change to this now, recently. I have 2 commits. I can say, well, go look at the different versions. It creates snapshots of the work you've done. And so this was my initial commit. If I click here, I can say, well, I want to look at what were all my files when I first created this 5 minutes ago. Oh, these are what the files were 5 minutes ago. Now I can go to my current version, which was this commit. And this one happens to show me, it shows you the changes. What are the differences between the two? And then I can also browse those files at this moment. This allows me to go back in time to my previous versions. It allows me to, if I make mistakes, it allows people, that's the main idea with version controls. You have different versions you go back to. The other thing it does is it allows you to have multiple people working on what are called branches. So people can work on the project at the same time without conflicting with each other. And then it has tools for combining that work together. That's the main idea with Git. I hope that was a high-level overview of what's going on. Give me just a second. My dog is going crazy. I gotta go check, make sure everything's okay. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Do you still own your stuff when uploading Git? And does Git work with Godot stuff? Yes and yes. You still own it when you upload it. And then Godot stuff, it does. You just need to make sure that you have, there's something called a git ignore, which you don't actually need, but the git ignore makes it so that you don't actually have to commit all the files. So it turns out in the game development and a lot of tools, they create a bunch of temporary files or files that you don't need that can be generated on the fly. M125, my girlfriend, my partner, is going out on a hike. They were just upset that she's leaving. She doesn't usually leave this early in the morning, so the dogs are a little bit upset that she's leaving, so they were just barking. I wanted to make sure that she did get out the door and didn't need help getting out the door. The dogs getting upset. So Git works really, really well with text-based documents. Works less good in documents that are more binary format, less text, more binary. So images, making modifications to images, although it does create snapshots of the differences, it's hard to see the differences at a glance. I hope that answered your question. Distant answer, welcome back. Patrick, wonderful to have you here. APOC, I'm not sure I said hello, but it's so great to see you again, my friend. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for the lurk, Distant. Congratulations on your number 14. I'll look into it when I get back this evening. Don't want to lose progress when I start my own project. Yeah, absolute encourage everyone to learn Git, GitHub. It's one of the first things I teach my students. Do you only use Git or also other backup methods? I mostly stick to Git, for what it's worth. I mostly stick to Git. I have, for other files, I have like a cloud. I have like a cloud storage. I use Google for cloud storage as well. Game Maker, welcome in. Great to see you, my friend. All right, so I want to 3D model a mug. All right, and the mug I want to model happens to be this one. And so part of me feels like maybe I should get a reference image. I think I'm gonna try to get a reference image in here of just like a standard mug. And then I'm going to use that. I also don't know how to texture things, but we're going to rig it in there too. So let's go to mug and see if we can just get an image of a standard mug. Yeah, so this is essential. Why is this? Oh, it's 36. It's like this mug is a lot. Please check out the topology image I sent you about cylinders. Cylinders, where did you send it? Good, bad. Okay. Well, let me play around with it. Oh, so it's suggesting, hulls work the same way. So here's sort of what I was playing. Let's see, will this not work? Hang on. That image is interesting. I don't know how to make that particular image. So what I was planning to do, it's not precisely right. The engine triangulates the cylinder anyway. Well, it's not going to be a real cylinder. It's going to be a cylinder like this. And then my plan was to do this. So let's select the face. So I felt like I could do this and then extrude on the Z axis, just Z, extrude it down like that. So this was my plan for the basics of the mug, like that. It will work initially, but sharp triangles create bad UVs and are problematic. So I don't have any triangles, so that's why I'm not. So I'm not sure if this will be a problem the way I'm planning to do it here. Right, so these are all quads. There are no triangles. Using the method means you will have difficulty adding loops at the bottom. It flows. Ngons have the same problem. Okay, so what should I do then to change this in that way? So I see you're saying that, but like I don't understand completely. Here's a sample of a proper cylinder model because the program that uses the model will make triangles out of Ngons. Okay, so how do I fix it? I see you've sent pictures. The pictures do not show me how to do better. Let me say that. But I do appreciate it. I don't think it's an issue for this problem. So you need to place vertices by hand and then connect them. That sounds like a lot of work. So you're saying I need to manually build out this grid? Or you're saying that I should build it from a square? So I could do it from, like, rather than doing a cylinder, I could start off with something else. I wouldn't. Don't pull the card often, but as a modifier with 15 years of experience, triangle fans are both common and acceptable. Okay. Well, let me get a model in here. Let me get this as, I want to put this in here as a reference, essentially, as a mug, so that I can model this thing. What is called the handle on it. And then we can go from there. We can talk about it. But it's just going to be a regular cylinder. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm saying I have no idea. I really want just to get a better picture here. I guess we'll just do a screenshot like this. Can I paste as a modeler with 15 minutes of YOLO? Click random button, see what happens. That's sort of where I'm at too. Can I not paste an image in here? All right, I gotta save this as an image. GT, I've been modeling for very little, so I'm not even sure how to get started on it. Let's go ahead and save this here. Mug on my desktop. Okay. And give me just a second. I'm gonna pull it in. GT. Let me say points. Add GT. 250 points. I do have fish. I feel like I learned by breaking things and trying to fix them again. Mr. Zombie, welcome back. I hope you've been well. Retopology is where I got stuck in Blender. I used Maya, so it's a bit different from Blender in terms of tooling. Gotcha. Well, let me go with it and see what happens. The whole point is this is a learning experience, right? For me, at least. The whole purpose of this game jam is to learn. Let's get our mug in. Did that not? I drag a mug. Why is this image not being brought in? Mug. Why can't I add this image? I swear, this is crazy. Is it not the right format? Rank all the things for science. How did I get the image in before? I swear I could just drag it in previously. I do not. Thank you. Thank you. I do not. This is where I was confused. Okay. I sculpted a fish. No one knows it was supposed to be a donut. Why is this still not dragging in? There it goes. Okay. Goodness. Goodness gracious. All right. All right. Let's move this on the y-axis back. I feel like I want it to be smaller, but let's go back to front view. It's also the mug is like at an angle, so I don't think it's right. I see the blind leading the blind and more Cyber Angel. You are maybe correct. Someone's it sounds like Finsifity. Is it Finsifity or who's been 15 years? Finsifity's been modeling for 15 years, so maybe. Found a perfect tool for you in Blender. You have the Angon selected. There's a grid fill option in the modeling view. Should I fill it with a grid before I extrude it, though? Yeah, that's the question. Z-axis, let's move you up. Yeah, let's make things invisible or like see-through. Maybe I need to actually just draw my own mug. But this is sort of what I want. Here. Master loving learning Godot, and I'm excited to get my first game done. Let's go, zombie. Yes. As an expert in modeling, well, it's authentic experience to go. It's good and helpful for newcomers. Absolutely, absolutely. Correction: the tutorial made an empty cylinder, selected the edge loop, selected grid fill. Let me move this up. I feel like this reference image is actually May not actually be helpful yet. I'm gonna want it for doing this though, I think. All right. So like I was saying, my idea here, I can model as well, pretty good at it, but I find the runaway a bit daunting. I forget that Dom exists and it didn't create him. So my plan was to do this. Should I not do this? See, this is what I don't understand, why this is not a valid option for what I want to do. Why is that not a valid option? Just question. Trying to understand why this is considered not the way to do it. I can model mostly feet. I don't have a face or full body modeling. All right, so this is sort of what my plan was. Then except make it go all the way through. Why? Why don't I want a bottom on my cup? I don't understand why I don't want a bottom on my cup. So that's what I don't understand. Should I, if I go all the way through, I don't understand what problem I'm solving. What problem you're trying to have me solve. Can I not just add a grid here? Game Maker, we might do another one in December. You have to model the cat skin before you can skin it. So let me get an image of a cylinder that includes it in Unreal that's built for the engine. Like I'm trying to do it myself. How to create a coffee mug. Okay, so there's like you sent me a Blender tutorial on how to create a coffee mug. See, I try not to follow too many tutorials until I run into an issue, because then I get stuck in just like following tutorials and then I don't actually know anything about what I'm doing. We could watch this. I really dislike watching stuff on my stream. Mungard, welcome into the stream. Maxwell, great to see you. Cyber Angel, hope you're doing well. For what it's worth, I tend to not like watching videos. Let's see how long it's 22 minutes. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna watch this whole video on stream. For a couple of reasons, the biggest one being that it's copyright material. I'm not allowed to. I know people do that all the time, but technically that's, you know, unlawful unless I have permission from the authors. Watch some kind of getting started tutorial. First, just look at 545. This is why I prefer written material. See, I don't know how they got here, so I can't just start here. See, does anyone really want to watch me just sit here watching this video? I don't think anyone does. Like, I can't interact with chat. I can't do anything because I have to listen. I understand you're trying to help. I'm not saying you're not helping. I'm saying that I don't know what problem this is solving yet. Yeah, so introduction. So like, I kind of want to just see if I can make it on my own. Would that be okay? I think I'm gonna, oops, I didn't mean to close that window. Oh, gotcha. You wanted to show the tool. I accidentally closed my browser window. Hang on. Get this back open. That's too bad. All right. That's too bad. Why does this keep closing? All right, let's try again. GT, I do appreciate it. I think it's just for better UVs. Yeah, so I maybe I'll watch it later, but I'm gonna take a crack at it. Interpolation, animation. They do all of that in that video. See, like, I don't understand. All right, so if I were to Yeah. See now, so now that I had like a plan in my mind of what I want to do, I'm gonna go with my plan. I'm gonna go with my plan, and then I'll learn from my mistakes. Had quite some problems with her model before due to using triangles at first. I'm not using any triangles. That's what I don't understand. You're saying I'm using triangles. What triangles am I using? Where are my triangles? Yeah, I'm trying to understand your concern. Because any modifier you apply to the mug translates poorly due to interpolation. Are these not quads? I don't under so anyway, I'm gonna keep going here. N-gons will convert to triangles in any other program. You say if you are not using tries here, but the bottom is not. So you're saying that this is not. So I need to convert this and this. Do not. Okay. So so you just want me to convert this round piece. I understand. Okay. I understand. The bottom is an N-gon. Gotcha. Okay. So I should do something. I can't go all the way through. All right, so here's the issue. If I try to, the undo is so crazy in this. All right, I can do this. Extrude doesn't actually. Let me go. You can do a face grid fill for the bottom. Okay. So how would I? Can I make just an empty cylinder? I see what you're saying. Or do I need to do this on both sides? I understand now what you're saying. Let's see, is there a empty cylinder? There's a cone. You can delete the N-gon, then use grid fill, selecting the N-gon edge loop. Okay. All right, so let's go back into edit. Let's delete this face. Okay. Do you know what edge loops are? Yeah, I think I know what edge loops are. That's this thing. So I can make an edge loop like this. So I think this is an edge loop, or that's a loop cut. For what it's worth, I've been doing it for I've been doing Blender for very little time. This is like my third day using Blender. It is an edge loop. So this is an edge loop. Is this not an edge? All right, so I have that. How do I get? So now my cup is emptier. This is like one thing I do know. Okay. Because if I delete this face, this isn't really what I want. I want this to come all the way down, which is super interesting here. Do you know what edge loops are? Is what I did there an edge loop? This is where chat gets interesting. Talking with the chat is interesting because there's a delay. One person has to type, one person has to talk, and then there's just like question mark. I see though. So can I make this, or to extrude this down? We have the thickness I want there. Can I give this, so you're saying on this, there's the way I can add in a grid to this thing here. My bit rate okay? Yeah, it is. Blender, grid fill. Select a pair of connected edge loops. Delete the face, select the edge loop, and grid fill. Well, let me go back here. Are you gonna make a 3D game? Game makers, yes. What I want to learn is making 3D, doing 3D stuff. I started learning Blender, then decided the asset store would do that for me, but I've been avoiding it. All right, but let's delete this face. All right, but if I delete this face, notice my whole, that's fascinating. What's going on with that? Is that really what I want, or do I just want to Hang on, do I want to delete the face here? Select, let's go to edit mode. Why won't you let me... All right, delete you. We're just gonna delete this object. We're gonna create a new cylinder. Hang on. Let's create a whole new cylinder because the undo button in this program does not do what I expect it to do. I'm not used to it. All right, let's go into edit. Let's select the face. Let's delete the faces. Let's delete the faces. Okay. Now I'm gonna select my edge. There's like an alt click. All right, so I have my edge loop. And so now I should be able to do a grid fill somehow. Congratulations on 15. Now go to the face menu, face, and insert face, extrude face, grid fill. Okay. All right. Not quite what I want, I think, yet, because I'm gonna want to, so I think I needed to extrude it first and then bring it down, because I don't think I can do that. Oh, I still can. Okay, so I can still do that. Sweet, 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 sweet. So I can still do this on the Z-axis, like this. And then I can select this loop. Thank you guys so much for this. You guys are amazing. One thing is I still don't understand. So I need to read a book. I'm really bad at watching videos. I need to read a book on this. Me personally, I learned so much better from reading. Oh, I need to save this. Let's go into my, 1 second. I don't have anything sensitive, I don't think, but just trying to have good practice here. Where's my Git folder? Why would you sort by date by default? That's so weird to me. Learn you a game jam. And I can't, man, I have too many things. 2024, create folder. All right, I'll turn that blur off. Building that streamer muscle memory. Exactly, Tuber. That's exactly what I've been trying to do. Because I've had a few slip ups. What am I gonna do here? This is raw. All right, so raw here. That's gonna be our mug. We thought we were gonna play Hextris for a little bit there. You know, that was another game I was thinking. So I had a couple ideas for games. You didn't miss much. We learned about the grid fill button. We learned how to do a grid fill. There. Tuber with the hat. Let's get another hat on this head. Thank you for the hat. So now we have this. GT, thank you so much. We did find the grid fill button. I figured out how to do this. So I appreciate it so much, both of you. Points, add Cyber Angel. 125 points. I appreciate it. Okay. This makes sense that that part was not a quad. If you're going to be using it in a game, you should do that. Is that essentially what it comes down to? You want to have quads in there? What's the benefit of grid filling? This is because we have plans to do things that will break it if we don't. So from what it sounds like, I haven't experienced yet, using tries will cause issues later. And when you put it into like a game, it'll do n-gons, not tries. N-gons are bad. I know that quads are good. So this is making these all quads here. Make an extra edge loop near the top and bottom. I have one at the top here. Should I make another one? Should I do two? I can make another one pretty easily here. Oh, there and there. Yeah, I'm already planning to do that. Yeah, so this is the picture that I was sent. Thank you, GT. So create these at the bottom. It has to do, so in video games, they use quads. If you look at the picture, you will understand. Oh, let me look at the picture again. Or did I miss something in the picture? This is where the delay comes in. And they use triangles, and it's forged both. Yeah, Ngons create shader issues. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna create an edge loop on this object here. So I want to create two. Can I move this one down like that? So I'm gonna do this, and then I was actually gonna do to add in the handle here. Yeah, generally triangles are bad for deforming animations, but not other issues. Also, it's harder to unwrap meshes when they have triangles. Good to know. Yeah, this is me. Look, this is my first experience doing anything with 3D modeling. I want to add a handle. So my idea for adding a handle was going to be to do 2 more loop cuts. I was gonna put one up here, and then one down here, and then I was gonna extrude this face out, maybe multiple faces out, to get the handle. So my idea was to take this face and extrude it out, and like slowly extrude and rotate. Kind of like this. Kind of. This is like not gonna be correct, but this is my idea. This is the plan I have. Someone stop me if this is a terrible idea. Okay, that was my plan for the handle, and then I was gonna just like sort of math my way through it, and then I don't know how to connect it down here. I think there's probably a way where I can say, okay, now this is one piece, 2 prims, and then bridge them. Okay, cool. That's sort of my idea. I feel like the handle needs to be a little mirror mod. Oh, mirror mod. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea, actually. Could extrude one of the long face and then cut a hole in that. The mirror mod is a really good idea, actually, in which I could start. I like the mirror mod idea, where I could start with a second piece, taser cake, one of the long faces, and then cut a hole in that. That's another option, I think. Just make sure you don't make the handle from the edge loop you add for the top and bottom. Add another. So like, oh, so I should add in another one here. I should add in another one. What's here? Here. Let's come over here real quick. I like the idea of maybe doing it this way. And someone correct me if this is a terrible idea. Let's move this, let's grab this cube. Let's go to front view real quick. And I'm gonna scale this cube down. Let's move it over. Why are there multiple cubes? That's weird. What is going on? Okay, there we go. Could extrude one of the long faces and then cut a hole in that. Ooh, that's an interesting idea too. I like the idea of doing the mirror, and then I can shape it out a little bit better, and maybe... so I was maybe doing this, so I can scale this down. And then we'll add in a mirror to it. Mirror along the Z-axis. Needs more torus. We could maybe do a torus. All right, so now that I have this over here, maybe so I have this mirrored. Let's do real quick. Let's go into edit mode. Let's slice it this way and delete the bottom half of it. switch to this view so I can select all these faces. Face select. There we go. So I can delete these faces. So see how it's mirrored there? So I can take this and now I extrude it up like this. Rotate along the, would this be the y-axis? Rotate y-axis. So like this, and then have a couple more y. It's kind of getting harder to extrude from that spot. At some point, I need to grab this top edge. Hang on. Switch to the edge. I'm grabbing just that edge. So I got a handle on it, but that's a good one. Why can't, okay. Now this, oh, I was hoping that I did some kind of extrusion there. Oh, I deleted that face maybe on accident. Let's grab this edge. What's going on? Why can't I? What? That's weird. I wanted to pull, hang on. Something with extrusion's gone wrong. That doesn't do what I think it would do. The reason for that is there's otherwise any modifier. The reason for it is that otherwise any modifier would turn it into a sphere instead of a cylinder. Why can I not? Shouldn't this edge move? It's like there's two edges there. What? Oh, it's because I'm hitting extrude. That's why. I'm hitting extrude, not move. All right. Got it. Okay. All right, let's start over a little bit. We're gonna bring this down here this way. Select all, merge from the menu. I might need to do that. I want to make this a little bit, maybe I start this as a little bit of a cylinder. The extrude does something a little bit weird, I think, sometimes too. All right. Maybe I should actually make this a cylinder. I could also do a couple cuts like this to give it, so it's not quite a cylinder. If we look at the mug, all right, so if we look at a mug, it's like a squashed cylinder that's like rotated around. Yeah, I kept hitting extrude. I was like, what's going on? Why isn't this working? Let's do a cylinder. All right, so now that I think I have a plan, let's do a cylinder. You wogger, ooh woo, gr. Oh, it's ooh whoa. Ooh, Woger, thanks so much, we got Ooh, Woger following me. Ooh, Woger, welcome in. JD, happy Saturday, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a beautiful day, folks. You guys know JD does Def. Might help me with some 3D modeling today if I have some time to get over there.
You're talking with
he
Captain.
does
let me
on,
see if I could do my Captain impression.
He has a show up Saturdays.
I am.
Where you can just show up and hang out on his stream, join him in the voice chat. He'll help you out with stuff. Maybe just do a little bit of collabing with him. So if you're looking for someone to hang out with on Saturday, JD's stream is the place to be. Why is everything moving so slow? I'm in edit mode. Let's delete this. I'm gonna add in a cylinder. All right, let's switch back to front view. Well, that's disappointing. Hang on. Center, I want to view. Why can't home? There we go. All right, I want to create a cylinder off to the side here. All right, we're gonna add in a cylinder and we're gonna squash it. All right, so we're gonna scale on the X. like that. And then we're gonna scale on the Y, but have it be squashed. Hang on. We're gonna just scale it down in general on the X and Y axis. And we're gonna squash it by scaling on the X axis. There we go. So that's gonna be like my base handle. Let's scale on the Z. All right, now I think if I extrude this a bit, it should work out nicely. Maybe, possibly. We're gonna have to add in a mirror on this as well. So we'll add in a mirror. Does anyone know why my zoom is moving incredibly slow right now? So my zoom is doing this thing where it's not moving at all. I don't understand. Press dot. So I don't have a key, I don't have a numpad, JD. Is there a button I can press that's not on my numpad? I have no numpad. All right, I bound it to this other button. Okay. I do want to be sort of zoomed out a little bit though. Yeah, I have no numpad. So now I imagine you use a circular wrap around a point. I need to, again, for quad purposes, like everyone was saying, I should delete this top part. All right, so we're gonna delete this face, and we're gonna delete the bottom face as well. Delete the bottom face. We're gonna select this loop here. I'm gonna try to select this loop here. Why can't I click anything? I'm on face select is why. All right, and then we're gonna go into faces, grid fill, and then same thing here. Maybe I don't need this. Maybe I should be using a cube for this. You're basically moving out by translation with the camera. You know what? I think I'm gonna. All right, I think I liked the cube better, if I'm being honest. Hang on. I like the cube better now that I'm thinking about it. You don't need the end faces for the handle. Yeah, so we're only gonna see they're just gonna be merged in, right? All right, let me leave them on for now. Let's see, let me play with it, see if I like it. I do need to do a mirror. So let's do a loop cut here. And then we're gonna delete all of this. Wow, can I not just select all of those? There we go. And then we're gonna add in a mirror modifier on the Z axis. There we go. And now I should be able to select faces. You could spin a face on the mug around a point. All right, so now my goal is to extrude this slowly up. It's gonna be so much harder to rotate now. That was the problem I was running into before was. All right. Face could spin. Are you trying to keep polys down? If not, you could use a Boolean modifier. I actually don't care that much about polys. I'm trying to make a handle, and I'm realizing, maybe with a spin point around. Okay. Spin would be easier. So, okay. So how jolts and could spin a face on the mug around a point. All right. Do you want to walk me through that process a little bit? Spinning a face. It sounds, those all sound like words that I've never heard before in this context. Here's another option I was thinking I could do is, the cube idea I have feels simple. I think I could also just do a torus. All right, here's my idea. All right. What do we think? What do we think? How'd I do? How'd I do? We did it. We did it. Yeah, torus with Boolean modifier. All right, then we can just scale in the Z to get the stretchy. Yeah, okay. So let's scale. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit more, and then we're gonna stretch in the. We're gonna scale up in the Z, and then scale out in the X to get sort of the shape I want. Okay. And people are saying to do a Boolean modifier on it. So I was gonna. This is me using the knowledge that I have. I was just gonna do a loop cut on either end. What is Boolean modifier? So people are saying adding a Boolean modifier. What does a Boolean modifier do? Yeah, so GT, I am also in. There are enough loops. I'm also considering we maybe don't have to actually merge it in. I was thinking we might do just a loop cup at the top. So here's a thought I have. In fact, I think we could probably just delete half of this like this, and then move it in. And then we have, like, you don't even see that, right? So this might just be this. Tani, welcome back to the stream. So we have just a mug like that. That feels pretty good. If you don't merge, you end up with weird shading at the intersection. Okay, so how would I do a merge then? And then the shadows look odd most likely, or else once you do bone weights, it's gonna give you problems. It's supposed to be, oh, but maybe you're right. Maybe it needs to be, that makes more sense. It should be like that. So how does one... So I need to cut some holes to merge it. The holes have to be this shape. Okay, so maybe my original thought of having extruding it from the cup itself was the correct action to do. Pretty chonky, right? Chonk. That chonk handle. And it's like not centered as well. Like that. There we go. A union modifier sounds like a good idea. In theory, making this object should look similar to a hole in the mesh. I don't know. Sometimes this, does anyone know what this, oh, it's like I've turned on some weird selection. There we go. Sometimes I hit a button that I get that little thing, W. Okay, there it is. I don't know what button I hit, but okay, so that's, that makes sense. It toggles the selection thing there. Okay. So, cool. I want to, essentially, what are you guys suggesting? I cut a hole that's this shape. Boolean union. Boolean union. Turn down the faces. Can I modify that right now? Is that a thing I can do? How would I do that? Yeah, I would like to. Do I need to create it from the beginning again, or can I do that even though it's already built? Because I know I could do it. I could just make it again, right? These are things I don't know. You could use the decimate modifier to turn down the faces. Decimate. I wish, for what it's worth, I always click this. I wish I could start typing to search here. All right, Tawny, thank you for the link. Decimate, two nerdy nerds. How's it going? Can I F1 lets me search this menu? No, I want to search this modifiers menu. I don't want that one. So F1 does nothing. Oh, okay. I was like, F1 is doing nothing for me. Decimate. Collapse. I turn this number up. I wish I could drag it up too. Factor. I'm seeing nothing happening. What version of mine searches by default? I'm on the latest version. I downloaded it 3 days ago. Factor, turn it down. Ratio. Ah, perfect. This is exactly what we want. All right, apply. All right, perfect. We got that crunchy mug handle. The contemporary mug. That's right, two nerdy nerds, the contemporary mug. All right, we are the mug of the future. Mug of the future. We're just gonna make a new Taurus. All right, we're gonna make a new Taurus. And then, hang on, I thought there was a way to turn down. When you first make it, I thought there was an option to turn it down. So I've done it with cylinder. Tool. How do we turn down the poly count? On add cylinder. When I click here and just start typing, it's just like open. So that, Tawny, here's what happens. I type the letter A, boom, just selects whichever thing starts with A. When I start typing it, like just put something in there by default. So you'll notice this has the letter A on it. It's hotkeyed. When I make a Taurus, okay. Taurus. Down here, okay. Let's go with 8 and 8 and 12. And 8. 12 and 8 feels pretty good. The smooth modifier on it, to reveal any modeling problems you might have, just Control Z after. Okay, so this Taurus feels better. Scale you down. I'm going to edit mode. Delete those faces. Got him. I wasn't in the right mode. That's okay. All right, let's go back here. Move it in. Let's do a scale on the Y to make it thicker. Why is it not in the center again for some reason? All right, there we go. Scale on Y. Scale on Y. Okay. In the screw hangout real quick, why? Why do you want me to join? We could. You can't just say join and then not tell me why you want me to join. I hope that makes sense. Okay. If you want to show me something specific, you can say what. I'm not up to Evil Shenanigans, I promise. I want to show you how it shows up for me. Oh, I believe you. I don't think you're a liar. I'm just showing you how it shows up for me. So literally, if you look at mine, all of these options have hotkeys on it. So when I type A, it does this one. B, it does this one, unless you've modified. E does this. I believe you. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I believe you. Try smooth modifier on the handle. Okay, smooth. They're not even in alphabetical order. Smooth. Okay. So smoothing. Yeah, I don't think you're up to evil shenanigans. Don't worry, Tawny. I trust you're not. I'm in whatever the latest version is. I literally downloaded this. How do I check it? I downloaded this like a few days ago. So, yeah. Help. There's no about in help. Yeah, that's where I was originally going to go. There's no about in help. I don't know what. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Was help about. There's no about in the help menu. What's. Hang on. Why would I be on? What is happening? Hang on. This can't be right. This can't be right. Hang on. Why would... No. Look. I don't know why. Did I open... Look, Blender 4.1. Hang on. Have I been using crazy Blender this whole time? That can't be true. I literally installed this yesterday or 2 days ago on Thursday. Why is it in 2.93? What is going on? What is going on? All right, this is so crazy. This one says 2.9. This one says 4.1. What is going on? This is nuts. How did I get, there's no, how would I, did I switch something? What the heck? No, I installed it on Thursday. Why would I have both installed? What is going on? When would that have happened? How would that have happened? That doesn't make sense. For what it's worth, I used Blender 2 like forever ago. This computer is only 5 years old. No, this computer is only, like, I've never had Blender on this computer before now. The only thing I can think, here's what it is. When I search for Blender, there's like a Windows, this is like the Windows app. Hang on. There's like a built-in Windows app or something crazy. It must have been for some compatibility thing. Whoa, okay. It's the store version or something. What the heck? That's so crazy. Well, all right. All right, I don't think it's gonna solve all my problems for what it's worth, but all right. I still don't have an about menu here. Probably cause more. All right, so let's see if I go into my modifiers. My modifiers, okay. I'm pretty sure I've been using Blender 2.9 this entire time. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, let's get cooking. That's wild. So here's my thoughts, is it must have been installed with Unity or something. So I have, Chap, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a beautiful day. right, let's make a mug. Let's make a mug. Yeah, I've been using it the whole time. All my hot quick stuff. What would you do without me, Cap? Tawny, I'd lose my mind. Tawny, everyone points at all 500 points. Thank you guys so much for the help. Holy cannoli, that is wild. That's wild. All right. Let's add in a cylinder. That's crazy. It should like give you a warning. It should be like, whatever you're doing, this version is 1,000,000 years old.
Whoa.
Chaff, thank you so much for the raid. Chaff Games. Thank you so much for raiding the Captain. Chaff Mix Games. How you doing, my friend, today? Tell me, Chaff, how was your stream? What were you doing over there? Chaff Games, thank you so much for the raid. Folks, welcome Chaff in. Chaff, welcome in. Could have saved the blend file and open it up. Nah, there wasn't that much. This is good practice for me, Cyber Angel. This is good practice for me, especially for learning the new interface. Chaff, welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for bringing your cue here. Mestery, welcome to the stream. What a fun name. Mestery, thank you so much for the follow today. Brought to you by Raid, the channel. That's right, Renegade. Welcome in. Any legends here? Just you, Tawny. Just you. I know you're searching for someone that can be on your level, but it might take a while. Freedom Forge Studios, welcome to the stream. Freedom Forge Studios, I'd like to welcome you today. Thank you so much for following me. Freedom Forge Studios. Chaff, how was your stream? Feel free to drop any links if you got them. Folks, I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and me is Captain Coder. And we've been learning us a game jam. I'm running a game jam. We got 11 days left in the game jam. It's not too late to join. But let me have this guy tell you all about it. This guy's going to tell you all about it here. Hello, and welcome to Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam, where you are encouraged to learn something new. In this game jam, you don't win by creating the best game possible. You win by learning as much as possible. In addition to submitting your game to this jam, you're encouraged to submit a devlog, blog, or vlog detailing what you learned along with the resources that you used so others can also learn that skill. If you do this, you're entered into our raffle to win $50. 5 unique people will be drawn and each will win $50. Additionally, myself and 2 guest judges will review all of the submissions to determine the top 5 most educational submissions. 2 grand prize winners will receive $250 each, one for the best written blog and one for the most educational video or podcast. Additionally, 3 runners-up will win $100 each just for learning something new. So join the Discord, check us out on Twitch, and learn something new. I can't wait to see what you make. We'll see you there. So I hope you'll consider joining Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. We got tons of prizes, tons of fun, tons of great things going on the Discord. People sharing their progress. It's been an awesome learning experience. I am finally taking the dive into learning how to do a little bit of 3D Blender, or is it the Cap from the past that downloaded 2.9 Blender? It's crazy. How did that even happen? How old is... So we just discovered I've been using Blender 2.9, which is horrifying to think about. So we're going to try and rectify this. This is my 3rd day using Blender. It's my 3rd day attempting to do 3D modeling. We figured out how to do a little bit of rigging. The theme of the jam is only one inventory slot, and so I've decided to make a game where you play as a mug. You're going to be playing as the official Captain Coder bean water holder here. So we got a Captain Coder bean water holder. So we're trying to turn this into a 3D model. I'm trying to model this. We're going to give it feet. We're going to give it arms. And you're going to run around. You're going to collect things in the mug and then bring them somewhere. So I need to model this first. So that's the plan. Kovalaki, congratulations on your number 21, my friend. Great to have you here. So wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Let's, we were adding in, so I have this loop here. have this loop here, and we're going to come up to faces. We're going to do grid fill. We're going to do an eye, bring this in a little bit. Then we're going to extrude on the Z axis down there. And then we're going to come down to this loop cut as well. We are going to put a grid fill on this. All right, so we have this here, and then we were trying to make a torus to add into our model here. All right, so let's switch back to object mode. These multi-day celebrations, waking up at 4 p.m. is not suitable for middle-aged people. 4 p.m. is pretty late in the day to be waking up for most people. Wolfist Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. Have you met the wolf? Wolfist Wolf is the wolfiest of the wolves. You know you're great, you're grand, you're awesome. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you for all the follows, bots. Give me a second here I'm gonna turn shield mode off in a moment. Sorry about that, folks. We got some gnarly bots going on all this week. It's wild. They seem to have stopped. Let me go ahead and turn that back on. All right, hopefully that has resolved it. Sorry about that, everybody. But Wolf is Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. And if I missed anyone, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I missed anyone real in there. Maybe you're all real followers. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you are. I'm sorry if I shield moded you. But welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We're out here trying to learn us a game jam. Let's add this back to my hot menu again. Oh, this is so annoying that apparently I've been using a very old version of Blender this whole time. Here's our front. Okay, so let's come back over here. We're gonna add in a torus. Oh yeah, Cyber Angel shield mode just makes it so that all the notifications and stuff stop coming through. So someone sent probably 100 follows or something like that. I don't know why people do it, but they do it. Gemini, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you. Cyber Angel, thank you so much for the follow. Cyber Angel, you know you're great, you're grand, you're wonderful. I gotta thank you so much for following me on this beautiful Saturday. Thank you so much for the follow. Let's go ahead and add in a torus here. And we'll reduce the torus down. We did 12 and 8. Like that. Let's do a rotate on the X. Not sure why I wasn't falling but in that much. No worries. No worries. It's easy. It's easy to have that type of thing happen. Let's do a scale on everything but the Y-axis. No. So scale this up here. It's going to be our handle. Let's come into edit mode. Let's turn on X-ray mode. Let's select all of these faces. Select all of these faces. Delete faces. There we go. It's going to be our handle. G on the X, bring it back in. And then let's squash it out a little bit. Scale on the Y. Scale on the Y. Ooh, stretch it. And then let's center that on the Y and on the Z perfectly. You should sleep at least once every 24 hours. I sleep like 3 times a day. All right, we're back to where we are. Mug, save. All right. I've been up since like 4 a.m. yesterday. It's 6 a.m. That's brutal, Renegade. I hope you get some sleep. What is sleep? Sleep is for the weak. It's the weekend, Tani. Sleep is for the weak. All right, so we got a little handle here. So people are suggesting a variety of different ways to do it. Herbal Cascade. Welcome to the stream, Herb. Should I call you Herb? Should I call you Herbal? Should I call you Cascade? Should I call you Herbal Cascade? Herbal Cascade. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Herbal Cascade. Thank you for following me today. Herbal Cascade, thank you so much for love, but I work faster while delusional and tired. It's also when I make the most mistakes, so you win some, you lose some. It's true. All right. I want to stretch this just on the Z-axis. There we go. I like that handle. Stretch on the X out. There we go. You're fast because you're not as attentive. You'll have to go fix it later. We'd rather just do the first time rather than do it right the first time. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, so this is my third attempt at the mug. I want to cut some holes. So I'm going to scale this down just a little bit more on the y-axis so that it's sort of, see how it's just between those two? Boolean. Oh yeah, you sent me a thing I was supposed to read. Boolean modifiers. The Boolean modifier performs operation on a mesh that otherwise too complex to achieve with a few steps by editing meshes manually. It uses one of the 3 available Boolean operations to create a single mesh out of 2 meshes. The modifier needs a second mesh object or a collection of mesh objects to be the target of the second operation. Can I... Bools are cool. Does this actually cut the object? Intersects with... You'd use union to combine them together. Okay, so I could add a modifier. Have a search option. Boolean. Okay. Union. And torus. Solver fast exact. And then do I just click apply? Ooh. Ooh. Did this actually do a thing? Are these actually one object now? Or is this just... Like if I delete this face. It is! Look, it cut a hole in there. Very nice. Tani, nice. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Thank you for the help. Okay, so now I have a mug. I don't think I need you anymore. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now I want to add some legs to this. Go away this. I can just delete you. I want to add some legs. So I think the way what I need to decide right now, what I need to decide is, do I want to make this so that it has legs? So do I want the face to be here and the legs coming out and it's going that way? So like the arm would be on this, or do I put it so that the face is on this side? I think I put the face on this side and this is like just the back of it. I feel like in the game, this will cause issues. Like you'll be bumping into weird stuff. So I think I'm going to keep it on the back. I'm going to put legs, Disney style toon legs. Yeah, we're going to get some legs coming out the front and arms coming out the side. And we'll put the face on the front there like that. I think that's what we want to do. That said, we've been going for 90 minutes. About time to take a break. 1 second. I'm pulling something up here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay. So when we come back, we're going to add some legs to our mug. We're going to try to add some legs to our mug. We're going to try to add some arms to our mug. And then we're going to have a good old time. We're going to have a good old time. So I'll probably maybe pull up a model, have the level be your room. 3D scanning makes it very easy, especially when you have phone lighter. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but we're going to be able to put stuff in it. Maybe I could start importing this. This is cool, though. I'm glad I was able to do this. We'll see how much stuff I'm able to make, right? So I'm thinking this. I want to do a Keurig, I think. So like a Keurig. That feels much harder to do, but the idea being you're trying to get to the Keurig to get full of coffee. Either that or you're just picking stuff up. Cuppo needs a hat. Maybe one of those Boozle umbrellas. Imagine your cup moving about in your office, saving you from bean eating bugs. Look, Tani, I gotta keep it simple. I don't know how much I can actually 3D model here. This was hard. This was hard. But fun. I had a good time. All right, folks, I will be right back. We're gonna go get some more bean water myself. I'm gonna get some more fresh water. I'm gonna chug a little bit of this. We're gonna fill it up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. I'll be right and back. Tani, how dare you? All right, we're back. Tani asks, should health component handle death or should that be separate? There's a couple of different ways you could approach it. I have often approached in games where I have like a health component and I die when it runs out. Health is just sort of a variable that gets broadcast out. If you want to keep it simple, for a game jam, I'd probably just have it all included in the player controller. But health or like stats or something, you could have a signal, so you're using Godot. An event, basically whenever the health changes, it sends messages out to other components, and then you could have something called like a death behavior. The benefit of doing it that way is sort of like extensibility a little bit. So your death behavior, you might get a bonus that makes it so, well, I have an item that makes it so I actually have to get to like -10. So like I have a little bit of time before I die. Depends on what you want to do with it, but there's nothing wrong with having it be its own component, and that controls just the health value, and people listen to a signal for when the health changes, and then not people, but other scripts listen for when the health changes, and then it uses that. So you could use that to do your health bar. So that just listens to a health bar, a health number on the screen that listens to the signal whenever the health changes, that updates. You have a death, like player death behavior, that listens for the health change. When it reaches below 0, it performs something like a death animation, starts up a game over screen, that type of thing. I think those are all reasonable things to do. You could also, again, if you just keep it simple, just put it all into one player script and have all the player stuff built into that is also fine, depending on the size and scope of your project. Let's get here. I'm going to clear that question out. Thank you for the question, Tani. It's a good question. Here it is. Thank you for that. Okay. So I want to add in some feet, some legs to this mug here. I should probably add in maybe a reference image. I could probably do it on my own as well, to just add them in here. I think I'm going to make them off to the side, and then I'm going to attach them to the mug maybe. In the same way we do the union thing. So make some legs coming down. And part of me wants to do it as 3 objects that are just like sort of floating. So you have a leg, a thigh, a calf, and then a foot. That's sort of what I've done in the past. We could also extrude it all out to be one piece and then put some hinges on it for the rigging. We're gonna want 2. You know what? Maybe I should just go and make them both at the same time. Oh, no, because then I can do the mirror later. It's a pretty nice mugshot. Thanks, Tuber. Thanks, Tuber. It's not bad, right? Not bad. Let's go ahead and try and make a leg. So this is gonna be like almost a stick figure-like leg. Fear again, welcome back to the stream. Congratulations on your 23. Congratulations on 20. My poor dogs. They're so sad because their mom, or my girlfriend, we call ourselves mom and dad. My girlfriend has left on a hiking. She doesn't leave usually in the morning like this, so they don't know what to do. They're like, you're streaming, you're talking at the wall again. I don't like when you talk at the wall. Let's go ahead and make a leg here. Like this. I'm gonna switch to edit mode, and we're just gonna make the leg hat. Let's give it a little bit of a depth here. So I'm the leg kind of come out. Let's switch to X-ray mode so I can select all these. We'll have these come down like oh, maybe I just do the whole leg all at once. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna make them square. My plan. I gotta add this back to this menu. That's so annoying. View. Viewport, front, right. This is what I was thinking. I should maybe add in a reference image just for my own sake, my own brain. I think I'm just gonna make these a little bit. Hang on, let's put this back out. We're gonna add in a loop cut here, and then another one. I do the one on this side now. Or the other way? There we go. That way. So I have a loop cup there and there. I'm going to select this loop. I'm going to just scale it out a little bit. And I'm going to select this loop cut. I'm going to scale it out a little bit. So we have like this slight bulgy. That's going to be like the thigh of the leg. And we'll grab this face and we're going to just grow it down on the Z-axis here. So this is going to be the top of the leg. I was thinking of just doing like a floating, so the legs aren't connected, just having two individual pieces. We'll have this as the leg. Maybe we have it scaled down a little bit at the bottom. Like that. All right, so this is like the top part of the leg. And then let me actually put this underneath here so I can see what it's gonna look like. Let's go to our front view. And let's move it. Oh, ooh, switch to this. It's like a bulge. What's going on with that? I did not move that properly. I did not move that face. Okay, so I want to do all of these faces. All right, let me just manually select them. These faces, we're gonna scale in the Z, scale. Oh, I wanna grab them and move in the Z, there we go. And scale down that way. All right, so there's our thigh, so to speak. Let me go ahead and center everything here. And go to our front view. Let me drag this over. Yeah, it's gonna need to be much bigger. All right, so I want this to be sort of down here, and then let's go to our right view to get it over there as well. All right. And then we can scale Z. Maybe it shouldn't be that long because we need the other scale Z. Maybe it is actually quite small. All right. It's gonna be the top part of the leg, and then we'll duplicate this, and then this one we're gonna shrink it down a little bit more. This is gonna be our calf. And we need 2 of these. All right, so let's shimmy this up just a hair, and then let's add a foot down at the bottom. The chubby chibi look is good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super, super fun. All right, and then I want to add in like a foot to this. So let's come back to our front view. And oh, that hotkey got reset. That's right. I'm trying to viewpoint or fit everything. Frame selected. View frame selected. There we go. The leg feels a little bit too tall. All right, let's scale these down like that. Okay. And they need to be centered. So we'll probably end up centering them like that. It's gonna be hilarious. Okay. And I want to add a little foot on this. So I'm gonna start again with a cube. And I need to say start it here. Cube. And we want this to like come out in front. No, I'm in 4.1. I'm bad. No worries. No, I got it. I got it. First, you had me terrified. I looked down. I was like, oh no. What did I do? No, we got this. We got this. All right, let's switch to edit mode. We'll go to vertices. We're going to extrude this out. We're going to move this down. And then we'll... Hang on, the extrusion went poorly. Extrude, why is it growing like that? Is it growing? It looks weird for some reason. Move this down. Like that. I'll extrude one more. There we go. And then let's move this into position on the other angle. Let's G here. Is there an align tool? There's our little foot. Would have given up on Dameshi. I've been so close to giving up a couple times on this Digi, and it feels like so much effort. I am getting better. I will say I am getting better at it, which feels good. Okay, so I want to add a little bit of a filling here of roundness. A little bit of roundness. So I'm going to put this centered like that. And then I want to grab just this face. And I hit extrude. And pull it up like that. Give it a little bit of roundness. And then we're going to shrink. I think if I select these faces and scale it in just a little bit, it'll give us a little bit of roundness. Yeah, so if I scale, it'll give us like a nice round filling to it. Why not have a mirror modifier? So start in the center and then mirror it. What's wrong with what I've done here? I could do a mirror modifier. That's another option. I could do that. Okay, so I could, I'm not sure what angle this is. It looks like the X. I could come in here. Oh, for the feet, I'm yeah, no, I am gonna add in a mirror. Sorry, Tani. I am planning to add in a mirror for the legs. Absolutely gonna add in a mirror for the legs. Could add in a bevel modifier. I kind of like the like chunkiness of it a little bit. Radoni, welcome back to the stream. Great to see you, my friend. Happy Saturday. That said, let's see what bevel looks like. So would I select the whole object? For what it's worth, I've never used that. Tani, why not? I don't know. I'm not familiar with anything. I hope you're not learning Blender. You already know it. I'm trying to learn it. I think the manual bevel is better than the modifier version. Oh, so like what I was doing, you think is better? Or there's like an actual bevel tool? Because and what I'm doing is this called beveling. For what it's worth, I don't know what I'm doing. Control B. Ah. That feels weird. I see, so I do this. Okay, I see. Control B, I bevel multiple things. Like, doesn't feel like it does quite what I want, but that worked out pretty well there. To bevel, I see what you're saying, this tool here. Insert face is another one I've done. Doing the twig legs and blob feet like the hands on the tune. Chonky legs kind of work though. We're gonna do, I think for the arms, they're gonna be like sticky. They're still kind of funny looking. I could put just like a little. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. Maybe let's shrink this in a little bit. On just this axis. Maybe this is actually what I want. And we can give it, I want to give it a roundness. I do want to give it a roundness. You liked it better, Gemini, the roundness I had on it? an old reboot. If you have an edge mode, you can select all that you want to bevel and bevel at the same time. Well, when I did that, it looked really bad. So when I grab these faces, oh, you're saying grab just the edges? The Control B bevels, like kind of weird. I understand I'm in face mode, but I want to bevel. So you're saying I should select these? Like, I don't understand. What is the benefit of using, like, what edge should I bevel here? Just the edges. Okay, I'm in edge mode. All right. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I should select. Gotcha. How do I unselect that one? Okay. I see. So if I select these ones. God, navigating this tool is so awkward compared, because I'm used to, I want it to be different. Okay, so if I do this, it still is weird. So you'll notice it's still beveling very weird because of like the shape. I think I liked my own bevel a little bit, like what I was doing a little bit better. Lance, welcome back to the stream. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think what I was doing felt better. Anyway, thank you for the hat, Lance. Let's get another hat on the, or let's get a hat started. Let's get a hat on this head. I'll click one of those, select all connected. Control click or alt click, one of those selected, all connected. Alt click does this. I don't know what you, yeah, I understand that you're trying to tell me what to do, but when you know, I don't know what you're trying, like, I have a couple people trying to tell me what to do. Red Cat Noodle, what a name. Welcome to the stream. What a great name, Red Cat. How you been? Happy Saturday. I think I'm gonna do, I think I really liked what I had. If I'm being completely honest, I think I liked what I had more than the bevel tool. I kind of liked this better. It's like, no, I don't want like it. I don't actually want it to bevel. I want it to look kind of chonky, but like funky round. So if I'm being completely honest, I think I actually like what I had a little bit better. Yeah, so like this, I feel like this looks good. Do people not like this? This feels good. I'm slowly learning Blender for the first time. Okay, so there is a loop cut button. So loop cut is what I'm using. It's this tool here. And if you do a Control R, it will place your loop cut. Like that, and then you can sort of like position it. If you press right click, it'll end it there. Like that. And that does it this way. Shoe so sharp it can double as a blade. I like the current foot, refine the toes later. I mean, I could even, we could take that front edge off, right? Let's go back in time. Without the, now that I'm doing what I'm doing, let's come back. I guess I can't go back enough. Got the door stopper foot. I think Let's delete these faces. Somehow this one didn't get selected. Delete faces. And then let's add a face, insert face. That's not what right there. How do I get the face added in here? I want to put a face here, fill. There we go. Is that not correct? So now there's like, that feels weird, but is that an okay fill? It's using tries now. Is it okay to, okay, F. Why did it fill with a try before? Looks like a gonk foot. What did that tool do though? Alt F, what is just regular F? What, yeah, so what is that a shortcut for? Everyone, you know, so just so you know, it's really, I like to know what they're doing. I got here through a raid, but I'm actually modeling in Blender myself right now. Awesome, Redcap. F is for friends who do stuff together, face fill. Okay. I like to know what the names of the tools are. Not just, oh, that's F. U is you and me, yeah. Prague Ken, thank you so much for the follow. Prague Ken, thank you so much. Thank you for following me. It's one of my frustrations with all of the tutorials with Blender. In Blender, many of the tutorials that I've seen just have like, all right, now press this, now press that, now do this. Look, there you go. It's like, well, what did we just do? What did we just do? I have no idea. All right, so I kind of wanted to do this specifically so that way I could have the foot be chonky like that. Yeah, that was like one of the reasons I wanted to do that. The foot be a little bit fat there. Let's grab this face actually. So rather than, there we go. That's what I want. There we go. Now I got that like to-go box McDonald's fill, and it's for no one tells the captain what to do. Fun and Donnie, you're right. You can use F to connect vertices to create an edge as well. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah. So now we got like that McDonald's look. McDonald's look there to it. Okay. There's our leg. All right. I want to center it. So question, this is how I've been centering things. I'll grab these, let's save. This is how I've been centering things. That was a bad idea. Should we make the leg completely flat like that? So it's just like this from the side. That'd be hilarious. So we could, you know how like they used to do like bad 3D models where it was just two planes with a texture on it. Keep it. So we could do. That's not what I want. So hang on, we could do this. Hang on, let me make a backup save. Copy mug. Why is it saving here? I want you to save. Desperately want this to save in a better location. Hang on. Every time I go to save, it goes back to my documents folder, and all I want in the world is for it to save in the same spot that I've been saving the other things. A new game jam raw. Save copy mug. Mug. One leg. Near the colored axis, you can open that for more things. All right, so here's like my thought. Here, let's group these together. M, new collection, leg. Poorly drawn mug, poorly rendered. Give me the poorly rendered game. Fear again, poorly rendered. So here was what I was gonna do. All right, so we take this, we duplicate it. Apparently that doesn't, Shift D does not work. Okay, there it goes. All right, so now we scale on the X, and then the other ones we scale on the Y. So we have this. We have this. This is our leg. What do you guys think? So it's just this like really... Oh, you're referring to the poorly drawn deck building game? Yeah. This. What do we think about that? The like, it's like the paper doll legs. It is horrible and I love it. All right, we're gonna leave the leg with this. It looks like a balsa with the, exactly. That's exactly what I was going for. It reminds me of the trees in EverQuest where they were just two planes stuck together. Magnus Versifer, welcome back to the stream. We do have Captain Coder's Learning a Game Jam going on. Fear again, you want to look at the poorly drawn deck building game? I like it. I like it like that. All right. So this was an unintentional thing that we did, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. This is going to be our leg. All right. Can I group things together in Blender? Does anyone know? I want to group so that these are all like one thing that move together and mirror together. Yeah, I kind of want to group it. Art is often unintentional, it's true. But yeah, we do have a game jam going on. I hope people consider joining it. Captain Coder's Learning a Game Jam is here. You win by learning something new. There's still 11 days left, plenty of time. I think I'm gonna go with it. You can parent it somewhere, Shift A to create an empty, and then P to parent. Shift A, empty. Which one of these should I select? Plain axes. And then Shift Control P. Set parent to Shift P object. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna call this leg. And I suppose this should be centered. Oh no. But look how the empty is like over in this weird place now, right? So if I were to, it does all move together, but I kind of want the whole leg to be centered inside of it. How can we, how late can we register for the jam? As late as you want until the deadline, essentially. I'm making something for it, but I'm unsure if I'll be able to finish with all the demands of my time parenting. Fear again, I'm gonna encourage you to submit even if you haven't finished. And the reason I'm gonna encourage you to submit even if you haven't finished is a game jam about learning, and you can still win prizes if you submit without finishing. It's all about doing a blog. That's the base part. Tell us what you learned and during DC Jam. But I think I got the date wrong. No worries. Yeah. There was a vote on some of the themes. All right. So question. I want to center this object here. So I can like manually do this. So I could take this and I could move this object here. And then I could rotate to the right, to the front. So it's like centered there. I could do that, but I want to have like an alignment thing. All right, let's select this. Have empty be my base object, Control P object there. So this works out okay. So I want to add in a mirror on these now. All right. I love it and I hate it. It's perfect. Okay. I guess I can't add modifiers to this. I was hoping to add a modifier to this whole thing. Question, can I combine these things together? All right, so here's what I really want to do. I want to add a modifier, which is a mirror. And I want to mirror on this object. That's interesting that I'm not getting any mirror happening. Been looking long time for an artist, but never made a game. Awesome. Well, I think it's awesome that you're in the process of making your first game, Red Cat. Started making my game like 4 weeks ago. What type of game are you making? And if you're looking for an artist, I don't know that we have a ton of artists. We do have some. Feel free to join up on the Discord. I've never done a jam or a devlog post where we actually give this a shot on a micro project. Do it. Do it. I keep saying like, oh, this is too hard. I need to swap it. I need to do something else. But I'm continuing to go here. Why is this not mirroring? I don't understand why this modifier didn't do something. The point for mirroring is the object center, the orange dot. By default, you can define a different point. Yeah, so that's what I did. Add modifier, mirror. I want to... Hang on, mirror, is that really what I want to do? How did I... Yeah, I think that's what I want to mirror the whole object from the cylinder. You can define a different way of specifying a mirror object. So I have the mirror object as the cylinder. I don't see... Yeah, but shouldn't I still see it somewhere? Oh. Am I gonna actually have to duplicate this object in that case? Shouldn't I still end up with it over here? This object is not flat in... I just don't understand where the mirror is. Hang on. Okay, so then if I were to... And if I were to select a face and extrude, all right, hang on, maybe I gotta go back in time. Open recent, mug, don't save. Oh my God. Why is it so hard to... Why do you keep going to this folder? I'm gonna lose my mind with this. Recent, raw, mug, one leg. All right, I'm gonna try it here. I'm gonna try it here because this is what I thought I was doing. Red Cat, thank you so much for the follow. Have you met Red Cat? Red Cat Noodle followed me today. You know it's great that you followed. Thank you so much today. And why? There it goes. This is not what I want. There we go, on the Y. This is what I thought that would do. All right, can I open up a new window? How do I open up a new window of Blender? Do I just have to reopen the program? But I want to... Let me go open up my other one. What I don't understand, so I have this. What I don't understand is when I do a mirror on the Y-axis, it still doesn't... I understand it's flat. It's just not, that's not what I'd expect. I want this to duplicate across. Can I combine this into, can I merge these together so that they're like actually a shape? Maya would be better for this. I would also have to buy Maya, right? JBX, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. My goal is to learn a little bit about Blender. This is my 3rd day using Blender. Maybe this is just too much for Blender. Oh, is it because I have this selected? Control J. That is not what I wanted to have happen. That's weird. Generally do the mirror before you start. So apparently I can't do this thing I want to do. Okay. Hang on. Let's come here. Even if I did this, here's the thing though. So set scale Y0. This is like surprisingly annoying. So do I need to set the Y scale to not quite 0? But we need to be at 0.01. That is interestingly annoying. So we could do it this way, I guess. Stay away from Blender. That pulls all vertices to the same point on 0. You know, I actually want to hear you sing like maybe some big band crooner stuff, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. So fun fact, I often sing All of Me as like one of my favorite Frank Sinatra songs. It's just like one of my favorite songs in general. Before I break this, let's save as one leg mug attempt 2. I don't know what's a good way to like save these things here. Yeah, technically I'd be closer to boss wood, so we might do that. So I often sing All of Me as the tune. So most of the tunes I sing are like jazz tunes. All of me. Welcome to the stream. So I'll say like Cyber Angel, Feargan. Welcome to the stream. Or like Have You Met Miss Jones is another one I often sing. Paper Moon. So there's usually they are just some jazz songs that I sing there. All right, let's try that. Ever considered a singing event stream? I've never considered that. It's not out of the realm of possibility. We could do like a karaoke, Captain Karaoke, where people come, we do Discord karaoke. Ooh, that could be fun. Okay, so let's go back to my other... Did I close it? Where is it? This one here. Okay, so let's grab these things. Scale Y 0.01. Uh-oh, can I not scale these up now that they're this way? 0.1. Do I have to scale them all individually? Can I not multi-select? It let me do it. That's so weird. Why do I have to scale them individually now? Anyone know why I have to scale them individually? That's interesting. That's where that mirror is. Okay, that one has a mirror on it. It let me scale them together previously. All right, let's do this. Now we have this. This should actually be on the Y, not the X. Okay. And then these ones should actually all be the same modifier. Maybe. How did that work? By default, interactions move is additive, scale is multiply. It let me scale them together last time. Like when I had them all selected, initially it let me scale them all together. I was just trying to align them. I need to do this, copy modifiers. Okay. And then I think it's actually all the same. Shouldn't it be the same? Hang on. There we go. All right. So we got our legs. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't. Okay. Bruce, thank you so much for the clarification. I was really confused. Okay. I like my legs. Look how cute they are. Let's add in, I guess we gotta add in some rigging to them, right? Some bones, some great legs, some sweet legs. All right, let's do, Really, like, I'm wondering, should I be doing commits or saves every time I do this? In Blender, is the workflow just to make a million copies of your work as you go and not do git commit? So in coding, we do ZZ Top legs plan. Yeah. This is fun. This is super fun. Okay. Let's add in some arms. Should I add in arms or skeleton next? What do you guys think? We could add in an arm next. Arm and like a little hand. Let's go to our front view. Am I in Blender? Why did it lose this? Oh. Apparently this didn't save. You can save incremental if you feel like you've done something that you might want to go back to. Otherwise, I just overwrite my save all the time. I'm not confident enough in my ability. Oh, there's save incremental. Okay. Second favorite. Thank you for that. I'm not confident enough in my ability yet. You know how to fix anything you might. Exactly. Like, I'm not confident in my abilities just yet. I am quite happy with this. But I'm assuming Blender files are not particularly good for repositories. Leg day, make hands tomorrow. All right, we're gonna make hands. We're gonna make arms. Here, let's go to our front view. I guess right view, side view. What's new? What's new, Bruce? Oh, the incremental save, I think is what you're saying. Okay, let's... I'm really excited about what we're doing here. All right, so let's go ahead and add in another cube for the arm. Like this. I have a hilarious animation playing in my head. The mug being all top heavy as it runs around and tries not to spill beans. That's kind of an idea I have. So the inventory, you have one inventory slot. It is your mug. It's your mug. You're gonna be filling up yourself with stuff. I don't know if I'll get to do liquid. In my mind, I'd love to, but like liquid feels crazy hard to do, or maybe not crazy, just something new to me. Like liquid physics feels challenging. All right, so we're gonna add in an arm here. Let's come back to our view. Let's scale on the y-axis. Move it over on the y-axis. Maybe we move it down a little bit. This is like where the shoulder would be, though. Let's go ahead and add in the mirror modifier now, since people want me to mirror it. Like that. So we have the arms. Doesn't Blender have a fluid simulation feature? Blender does, but if I want to put this into Unity, so like you're carrying liquid, that would be hard. So yeah, I have seen that. The legs are hilarious. The legs are hilarious. And I love them. Okay. We're gonna do something similar with the arms. Okay, so let's do a cut here. We're gonna give it a little bit of thickness. And we'll do another cut there as well. And then we'll scale this out. And we'll grab this cut and we'll scale that out as well. Give it that McDonald's box. I think you would use spheres, use a blend state and animate the spheres in Blender. Oh, for liquid physics. Something like that I think could work, right? And then let's shrink down. Let's select these faces. This face and this face, and we're gonna shrink it down a little bit. Oops, that's not what I meant. Shrink. Give it a little bit of an arm shrinking. And then let's add in a second piece. Let's go back to our view here, and we're gonna duplicate this out. I think I wanna scale the whole thing down just a little bit. And let's duplicate that. We'll shrink the whole thing down a little bit. And scale just a little bit on the Y, stretch it out. It's like our forearm. That's gonna be our arm. I don't think I would want to be real physics, just animations, though it could be possible, but general idea, don't like moving objects. Yeah. So it would be, well, so I think it'd be cool to have like coffee. You're trying to get through the level without spilling too much coffee, right? And so coffee would be spilling out of you. I don't think that's possible for what I want to do. We could potentially make it like circles or bouncy balls or something coming out. All right, enjoy your day. Thank you so much for hanging out, GT. Good luck on your portals. That's right, folks. We do have Mechanically Challenged going on right now as well. Portal physics and Mechanically Challenged. And then let's add a little hand on the end. I feel like this still needs to be in a little bit closer. And we'll add in a little ball. We're gonna add in an icosphere for the hand at the end. Yeah, we're gonna add in an icosphere at the end. I have 2 more days to finish it on my part. Gotcha. I was thinking about, several people have asked if we can have an extension. GT, would you be bothered if there was an extension for it? 8. Then I need to finally finish my portfolio. 6.2. Okay. So I know some people, I feel like if someone worked really hard, because there's prizes associated with it, I think some people, if anyone didn't want that, it would be, I could see it being very annoying. Similar to the health component that reads percent spilled and makes the liquid spheres smaller based on the percent remaining. Yeah, so we could try and do something with it. I don't know exactly how we would do it. But we could play around with it. Oh, I need to mirror this as well. Okay. These little balls on the end there. Maybe shrink it down even more. Meshy mugs. What do we got here, Sijin? Those are some good looking mugs. Some good looking mugs. This is what Sijin sent us. I want this. Got some meshy mugs. Thank you for the meshy mugs. Okay. And I want to do the same thing I did with the arms here. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks, GT. I appreciate it. Okay. These are still in my legs, so I should really want to move these to their own collection. The collection... arms. Okay. Then our arms, we're gonna duplicate. All right, duplicate. And then one's gonna be scaled, X. And we'll set this to... It's so interesting that I can't do that to all of them at the same time. Yeah, it's so weird. That's so weird to me. Too late. It's now viral. but I have to give you a season that says I have painted the barrel torso look. Runty Robot, welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna scale on the X 0.1. Then the other one's gonna scale on the Y 0.01. Oh, for the arm. What's interesting for the arms. Should I skip? Maybe I shouldn't do it for the arms. The arms are gonna be weirder to won't look as. Maybe it's just the legs we do that? Huh. But Runty, I hope you're doing well, my friend. And Irad, great to see you. Yeah, we're working in Blender. We're trying to learn us a Blender. We're having some fun with it. Making our cup guy, our mug. That mug lifts. It's got guns. The arms are kind of puny compared to the body. I love the McD arms, yeah. Hang on. If I do a scale Z, no, Y, X, like this. So the idea was to have these little arms. I think this will still work okay. All right, so little tiny arms. Yeah, and then we'll duplicate these. Do one at a time. Duplicate. And then this one's. Oh, I have to duplicate first, so I have the original size actually. Is that what Americans mean by a mugger? Pretty much. Pretty much. 0.1. Then the other one. The other one. 0.1 is not correct. 0.01. And then this one. Okay. We'll do the other way first. 0.01. 0.01. So this is going to be our arm shapes there. Oh, it needs to be going the other direction. That's why it looks so weird. Okay. 0.01, and then this needs to be on 0.01. Like that. That's why... Right? Hang on, hang on. 0.01. 0.01. There we go. That way. And that way. There we go. That's why I was having trouble with the depth. I was like, it looks so weird. If this guy ever gets arrested, he's going to have a mug shot. It's true, Lance. 0.01. And then this one will be... .01. And we'll duplicate this point. And then... And I'm thinking maybe the sphere we leave. I have to shift my game a bit to remove some light goblin violence. That's why you always read the rules, folks. Yeah, so I would say, if it's safe for a 10-year-old. So the second favorite, I teach at a school for ages like 10 to 14, so stuff I have associated with me out in the world, I need to make sure that's safe for consumption by their parents, essentially. You can have violence. If you wouldn't give it to a 10-year-old, it's too violent. Extreme violence might be not okay. Definitely nothing sexual. Yeah, all right, there we go. There we go. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's add in a skeleton. Let's add in some bones. So let's click here. Let's add in an armature. Let's go to our front view before I do this. Our right view. I should have put this all in the front a little bit. All right, mesh, armature. We're gonna add in. Just have goblins as a food source for some of my carnivores, but I can definitely make it. Yeah, that seems fine. That's totally fine there. Okay. Imperial, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, Imperial? It's great to see you. How the heck have you been? Hope you've been well. Let's move this, let's go to our side view here. Or what I'm calling front, so this mug is gonna be so funny. I'm quite excited about this. It's always, I was so nervous. A big part of it is just finding. All right, now let's go back out. Let's add in edit mode. We're gonna extrude tray. So we have an arm here. My Bluetooth's being weird. Sorry if the music's choppy. Kind of like this. So we have, and of course I need to be doing this from the view mode here. I might move that out a little bit. Being weird, Cap, not the music source. Oh, I know. Sometimes when the Bluetooth, because the music through OBS is connected to my Bluetooth, in the past people were like, the music's really choppy, and I always thought it was just the Bluetooth. Sometimes it has a little bit of issue. Yeah, it's not going to be able to do that, but its arms can, it'll be able to run, right? So that's kind of the idea there. Let's duplicate this armature. And we're gonna flip it. Let's move it over on the y-axis. And then we will, maybe I can mirror it? I'm not sure if that makes sense. Can you mirror an armature? I don't think you can. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a mirror option. I'm just gonna duplicate it. And then I was just gonna flip it. Oh, did that not move? Oh, I'm in edit mode. All right, undo history. Come back here. Okay. It's looking good. This armature is really simple. Duplicate, move it along the y-axis. Fubar! I'm having a wonderful weekend, Captain Fubar. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Welcome in. We are on day 3 of Blendrin. Symmetry, that's what it's called. Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was called. Thank you for that. Yes, so we can do symmetrize. I want to do it on the. Can it only work on the x-axis? I can rotate it. That would be easy. That's an easy fix. Yeah, that one's an easy fix. It's because I started out making my mug this direction. Rotate X. Rotate Y. Rotate Z. 180. No. To -90. Is that right? I think I'm facing the wrong way now. Rotate Z 90. Okay. Hang on, I have this. All right, rotate. I had it right the first time. Make -90. And then I want to Control A. Apply transform. I don't think that's necessarily what I want. Hold middle mouse button, Alt to rotate each of the axes. Put the bad boy in the center first. Okay. So, question, I can manually do this and like eyeball it. These guys are actually mirrored around the center there. Is there a way so I can like select everything and I want to just move it? I would love to be able to say, go to the center and use the center of this mass as the option. Everything's already centered around it. If I just put 0, like that's not, there are option remove origin. Was it Shift S? Put me on a limb. Cursor to work. Cursor to worlds. Cursor to world origin. Okay. And then, no worries, no worries. Cursor to world origin. Now selection to cursor. Perfect. Well, apparently things have already gone super wrong. Things have already gone super wrong. Selection to cursor. It's not what I want. Try tick the offset box. I don't see an offset. See, you got to keep in mind, I'm 3 days old. I'm 3 days old. Bottom left. When you do selection to cursor, there's a second one, or there's like more things. Oh, keep offset. There we go. There are 2 options. Selection to cursor, keep offset. Tani, thank you. All right. Now if I go to the front view. Perfect. It still is not what I want. Apparently the origin of this object. All right, we're gonna have to eyeball it, I guess. Still not centered. That's weird. Well, look here, it even shows. I'm also a Blender noob. You're a few days older than me, at least. Move to 0, but I want to do it with all of these. Yeah, I want... It's not. So if I select this, it's still not centered. Right? I suppose I could then adjust those things manually. It's not the origin point of the mug, though. Well, I can just delete. I don't even care about the armature. I'm just trying to recenter all my stuff. When I did a rotation, I probably needed to have it set to the center there. Still, I think it'd be good to figure out how to do this. You can move the world point to where you want the origin switch to the object, and move the origin to world, then move the cursor back, do a happy dance. I do have a bunch of different meshes, yes. It's not one mesh. Yeah, so that's why I was saying I know where my origin, like the center of this should be my origin. I think maybe I could do an undo history too before I did rotation. I can't. It looks like I've... All right. All right, we haven't rotated yet. It turns out this actually isn't in the center anyway. Seems closer though. It's very close to the center. So I could do that. So now this is in the center. Go to preference, increase your undo history size. I like that. There's no search option here, which drives me crazy too. Surprised it's so low by default. Undo steps, is it this one? Number of available? 256 the maximum? Maximum usage of megabytes. There we go. It's annoying that I can't make this bigger. 256, I feel like I need more. I mean, I think we'll be okay. Expectations. I've made a mesh of it, indeed. Michael, welcome back. If you haven't, it's where. Oh, yeah. Great to see you again, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for your stream the other day. That was fun. Okay, so now that this is centered, I think if I select everything, I can rotate this stuff. Before I wasn't around the origin. So Z, nope. Why doesn't it rotate around the origin? I want you to rotate around the origin, please. Cursor. Rotate. It still is very weird. Why is the point set there? Rotate around. All right, if the mug is selected last, that is the origin. I want to rotate from the center of the mug. I want to rotate from here. Did you apply rotation and scale? These things have been scaled, and there should be no rotation on this, so there's no rotation on the mug. Okay. Apply object transform. Did that just do a thing? Ah. Okay, so I'm assuming that sets everything to 0 here. Yeah, I see. So it zeroes these things out. Beautiful. That's good to know. All right, so now I should be able to rotate. Rotate Z 90. Why is it still not rotating from that point? Why doesn't it rotate from the center? Of the mug. Global, thank you. That's sort of in the... Okay. Why doesn't it rotate from... Rotate negative 90. Rotate Z negative 90. Okay. Nightmare. We did it. Control A, Control A. All transforms. Is this really what I want? I need to mirror again, though. Just rotation and scale? Okay. When I do the rotation... When I do rotation, it's losing my mirror. Which I don't quite understand. The rotation, for some reason. I could remirror them. Oh, I see. It's because my mirror's on the wrong side. Okay. And now I need to come back to these and change my mirror. My mirror is incorrect is what's going on. All right, so, but I could come in here and, is there a way to apply all of them at the same time? So I know I can do an apply. I am using a modifier. Can I apply the modifier? Just edit the modifier? Okay. Can I edit them all at the same time? So it still doesn't matter. I'm aware, yeah. So I can do that. Can I, what I'm asking is, can I change them all at the same time, or do I, because I'm gonna have to do them all one at a time, and that's really annoying. I know I can do this. Okay, so copy modifiers does it. All right, so copy modifiers is what I want. Control L, copy modifiers. So I do it to 1. And then, surprisingly, didn't get anything. Copy modifiers, what? Okay. Good enough. There we go. All right, so now I should be able to click on this armature. It's not just good enough, it's exactly how it should be. That's true. Symmetrize. Why did that do nothing? Oh, that's right. It's so weird that you have to name it. I find that kind of annoying, but yes, you are correct. I did not name it. This would be right. Forearm, right. What's this part of the arm called? Right upper arm. Bicep is what I might call it. And I have to name all of the bones. Right forearm. Right hand. And then I select all of them. Oh, I don't select all of them. The cap blender. There we go. Hind arm or aft arm work. All right, and then we want to English nerd here. I still need to, so essentially gonna have to apply this anyway to get the arms to move. All right. For the anatomic unencumbered arm 1, arm 2. What's this, Tin Man? How's it going? Red Cabin Games. We're making this is the Captain Coder mug. So we're making the Captain Coder mug. So the Game Jam theme. Red Cabin, welcome in, by the way. The theme for the game is only one inventory slot. I'm decided for Learn Your Game Jam, I'm gonna learn about Blender. And so the one inventory slot happens to be this one. So you can store stuff inside of yourself. Merrick Dead 444, welcome to the stream. Merrick Dead 444, welcome to the stream today. Merrick, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here. Apparently something's gone wrong with my mirroring. Something's gone wrong down here. Hang on. My mirror is incorrect here. It should just be on the x-axis. So we got to go fix all of these, I think. Copy modifiers. There we go. Yeah, so I got it fixed. Not to be confused with similar character named Cuphead. Yeah, this is Captain Mug. Really, his name's Dark Beanwater and Dark Fuel. Yeah, I copied the wrong one. No, it went through. These went through. Looks okay to me, Tawny. Dark Fuel Beanwater, that's right. That's right. Okay. Let's, so I'm learning about Blender, I'm learning about armatures, I'm learning about a variety of different things. I think we need to actually apply all of these now if I want to do a pose. I don't think I can just attach them yet, right? Trying to remember how to do it. No one tell me, but I'm pretty sure. Don't say it yet. I'm pretty sure I do Control P. No. To connect it to my armature. There we go. Automatic weights. Apply weight symmetry along x-axis for envelope automatic vertex groups. I'm not sure if this was correct, but I should be able to do a pose now. Yeah. So we got ourselves. So I think I can do it. Tawny. We figured it out, or I practiced it a bunch yesterday. So I think I can get IK set up properly for my arms. But yeah, we got this. All right, I do have to take a quick break here though. Sweet. Now we got our mug. Yes, let's go. I can't believe we got here. I do have to take a quick break. We're going for about 3 hours here. So we're gonna take a quick break. In IK, I think I got it this time though. I think I got it second favorite. I think I got it. We're gonna add in inverse kinematics to the arms here. And then we're gonna have a grand old time question mark. All right, everybody, don't go anywhere. Captain Coder will be right back. Hang tight, I shall return. All right, everybody, so sorry about that. I got to take my dogs for a walk. We're going to end early here. I'm so sorry that we're ending early. But duty calls. I got to take care of my dogs here. We're going to find someone to raid out to. Thank you, everyone, so much for your help with this coffee mug today. I'm going to be back later today, though. So don't worry about it. Points at all. We're going to keep working on our coffee mug here. 1,000 points for having to leave a little bit early for you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate duty calls. Yeah, duty calls. But we're going to take the dog for a walk. Let's find someone to raid into. Open to suggestions. If you got probably 2 nerdy nerds. Shano. Oh, not doing game dev though. Shano is actually doing it. I'd love to raid into someone who is doing Learn You a Game Jam. If anyone knows someone who's doing Learn You a Game Jam, let me know. Maybe we'll go raid JD. Stop by Saturday. Maybe we'll go to JD. Yeah, we're gonna go over to JD's stream, everybody. We haven't raided JD in a while. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Sorry I gotta end early. Siler Atomic Tower Defense Prototype. Ooh, hang on. It's probably gonna go to JD. Give me a second here. It's always hard to pick. Let's go to JD. JD's doing, because I'm probably gonna be hanging out with JD this afternoon. JD has Stop By Saturday. I think I'm going to have him help me a little bit with Blender this afternoon. For Stop By Saturday on JD's stream, you can actually hop in at any point in the Discord, or if you want to join on stream and he'll help you out, you can just hang out, chat with him. Let's go give JD a raid, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Remember to keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. I will be back. I think I'm going to be back this afternoon. I might be back tomorrow morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning for sure. I might be back this afternoon. Be sure to click that join raid button if you haven't. For some reason, I don't know why. Sometimes, whatever reason, lately, for me, I've been getting left behind on raids myself. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Don't click the leave raid button, click the join raid. For me, it shows up as a join raid. I don't know what's going on lately. I used to join on. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.